What is going on, guys? Payne here once again, and welcome back to another episode of my Manchester United career on FIFA 14 Next Gen. It's official. It was inevitable as well. I know a lot of you guys were saying, "Oh, don't get rid of Kagawa," but he has now officially come to me saying that he's leaving. He's had enough. He can't settle. He is feeling homesick and wants to go home, and he's probably going to go to some German team. He's probably going to go back to the German league. Or he could possibly go to Spain. So he will unfortunately be leaving the club. Darren Fletcher is someone else that could possibly be leaving. That'd probably be at the end of the season instead of in the January transfer window. He doesn't want to sign a contract extension. So it's all about trying to find players now to replace, well, not so much Darren Fletcher. I think we've got that covered, the central mid role. But it's definitely down that left wing. I mean, I've only really got Ashley Young. Nani left in the summer, if you remember. I did that swap deal with Vidal. But at this moment in time, I still feel as though I want to have a big, massive clean line. I know January isn't the best time to do that, but I want to do it. I want to get rid of some of these players. Players that I brought in when you guys didn't see it, the likes of Benega. I want to replace them. I feel as though they don't fit into my plans. They don't fit in at United. And Ben Amos and Jesse Lingard, I put them all up for loan as well, so I'm sure teams, smaller sides will come in and try and snap them up all the way up until the end of the season. But anyway, if Kagawa is to leave United, if I am to offload him, it says that his value is 13 million. So I'm going to be looking for maybe 17, 18 million, maybe even 20 to get rid of him. Make some profit from Kagawa. It is all going down at the moment with this Manchester United side. The board came to me saying there is a problem area within the current team, especially in defence. I don't think there is. We've got Phil Jones, Smalling, Rami, who I did bring in last season. You guys didn't see that. I think we're doing alright. We've got Johnny Evans as well, who's there. I suppose I could maybe do with one more world-class centre-half. But for the time being, I think we'll be okay. We can see off the season. The board also came to me again. God, I'm getting sick of seeing them come up in my emails saying that they are willing to act quickly on the Kagawa deal. I did receive an offer straight away from Bayern Munich for 12 million. That's not going to cut it. His value is 13. I counter offered with originally 15 million, but I pushed that one up to 17. So if Kagawa does want to leave, fingers crossed that Bayern Munich will go ahead with that, and Kagawa could possibly be moving back to the German Bundesliga. So that behind us for the time being. Our first game of this video is against our bitter rivals, Liverpool. We are playing at Anfield away from home. 3 points are vital. We needed to win this game. Cameras focusing on Sanchez, could possibly be moving away from Liverpool. There was my start 11. De Gea in goal. Raphael got Phil Jones and Chris Smalling pairing up in the centre halves. Carrick and Vidal in midfield. Hopefully we could manage to, whether it just be a 1-0 win, that's all I needed. Liverpool early on in this game pressing Manchester United, looking for that early goal so they could settle into this game, sit nice and comfortably. Verratti, former PSG player, had a great chance for Liverpool, but De Gea saw that one coming. And it was also down to Chris Smalling and Phil Jones putting him under pressure, almost pinching him and pushing him over onto his weaker side, his left foot. And obviously De Gea came out and just collected that one easily. With United on the ball, on the attack, Anfield crowd booing them to high heaven. Raphael with a nice bit of skill, pulling back and swinging in across, typical of Manchester United. Just couldn't find the head of Robin van Persie. A Wan Mata on his left foot. I thought for a split second I might have won a penalty there, but it was offside. Van Persie pulled himself offside. Suarez, great opportunity there, but again, Phil Jones coming in to rescue for Manchester United, keeping the game at 0-0. There wasn't too much going on in this first half. We got off to a cracking start, both sides, very attacking minded, and just look at this for an opportunity for Januzaj. Oh, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? I went for the cheeky chip, looking for that top corner, seeing that the keeper was off his line, but the ball just skimmed the crossbar and went out for a goal kick. In the second half, there were appeals from Manchester United for a penalty, as Evra and Glenn Johnson went toe-to-toe. Johnson coming out on top, and Liverpool will count their lucky stars that they didn't get a penalty against them. Lever was through on goal, looking threatening for Liverpool. Would have been one-on-one with David De Gea, but thankfully the linesman put up his flag and said it was offside. Serves them right. It's normally me that gets the offside decision against me. We was coming up to the hour mark. Manchester United, if we needed those 3 points, now's the time to strike. Januzaj, who was looking a bit tired down that left wing, but to be fair, his stamina seems to be increasing as I am playing him a lot more. He's getting more experience on that pitch. Juan Mata won the ball, seeking out Robin van Persie, didn't find him. Januzaj picked up the loose ball, couldn't do anything with it. I was trying to pull away from Aga and Coates, and they just closed him down too quickly. And it was game over for Januzaj, as I did eventually sub him off. Suarez, wow, so close to actually getting that first goal, and what a setback that would have been for Manchester United. Suarez found Coutinho, bags of space, Smalling, Phil Jones, failing big time as they seem to pull away from the attack, and of course Liverpool opened up the scoring. It was a setback. Liverpool in the driver's seat. They're flying high at the moment in the league table, but we're not too many points behind them in the league table as it stands. A draw would have been acceptable now at this late stage in the game. Raphael down that right wing swings in the cross and finds the head of that guy, Wayne Rooney. He's just in form recently in this career mode. He's just unstoppable. And for some reason, I think that's Daniel Agger peeled away from Rooney. Don't know where he was going. And of course, that cost Liverpool all 3 points. So just a point apiece for both teams in that game at Anfield. I then had to turn my attention back to the transfer window, which, as you know, is open here in January. The board, well, the assistant manager, I should say, was kind of against me putting Ben Amos on the transfer list. I didn't put him on the loan list. It was on the transfer list. Get it right. And Hernandez, we got an offer for him from AC Milan for 11.5 million. As you can see, his morale very unhappy. But if they want to buy Hernandez, he's going to have to go for 25 million. We got a loan offer from Bolton for Jesse Lingard. Kind of rivals, not far from Manchester United's ground. But I did decide to go ahead with that and accept. Bayern Munich have decided to match that counter offer of 17 million for Shinji Kagawa. So he will be returning now if he accepts the contract offer from Munich to the German Bundesliga. Shame to see him go, but he was homesick. I then received another offer for Hernandez, but this time from Chelsea for 11.5 million. If they want him, they're going to have to pay 20 mil. An offer for Juan Mata from Barcelona, 33 million. It's a lot of money, but of course I rejected all offers, so no one else could offer for Juan Mata. He's staying at Manchester United. He is still relatively new to the Manchester United way, to Old Trafford, to the fans, everything. He's still kind of new. Our next game, last game of this video, it's been a pretty big video, hasn't it, with games. Liverpool, Man City, and there was Mats Hummels as well. God damn you, Man City. I was going to sign up Hummels for United at the start of this season, if you guys remember, but City, they poached me to him. They offered a bit too much than I was willing to offer, and of course, Dortmund accepted. So Hummels is at City. I then had to fall back on Rami from Valencia at the time because I didn't do the update, and he didn't even start in this game against City. So I'm sure if this was real life, there would be a few City fans out there that would think it would be funny to have a bit of a laugh and a joke about it, but they wasn't laughing at that powerful shot from Vidal, who got himself into some great space, pinged off his shot. Joe Hart managing to get a few fingertips to that. Kagawa did play his final game for Manchester United. I thought it was right to do that down that left wing, and he was the one that assisted the opening goal for Wayne Rooney with just under 70 minutes gone of the game. All we had to do now was hold on to this. I was happy to walk away with a 1-0 win against City. We couldn't afford to let them have space, let them see that grass, especially closing down the likes of Yaya Toure, world-class player who needs to be watched carefully. Thankfully, we managed to hold on to that 1-0 lead over City and pick up all 3 points at Old Trafford. Just a shame Manchester United couldn't have done something similar to that in real life. And speaking of that fixture from the other week on Tuesday evening, I think it was, against City at Old Trafford where we lost 3-0. There's not much I can say really, is there? It just sums up United's season. Plain and simple. And I think even if Sir Alex was at United right now, I think he would have struggled. Look at that game we played, was it, I think it was last season, or the season before. City came to Old Trafford, annihilated us 4-1, and Sir Alex was in charge. They are a tough side, seeing that they've spent all that money on players, bringing them in. And I wouldn't put it past City for winning the title this season. In real life, it's between City and Chelsea that I can see winning it. What do you reckon, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, so Kagawa has now left United. He is now a Bayern Munich player, so I had to find a replacement. And I'm thinking of bringing in Javier Pastore from PSG. I think he'll be fantastic. He's at a good age of 25. His stats are just spot on. I think he'll fit in just nicely at United. I did inquire for Pastore from PSG, and they said if you want him you're going to have to give us 15 million, but I know that I could probably get him for less than that, so I did go ahead with a bid. 11.3 million. It's not taking too much off our transfer budget, and they came back and they accepted. All I have to do now is offer Pastore a contract of 100,000 a week for 3 years, and I didn't even set a squad role. So anyway, you guys are just going to have to stay tuned to see if I get my man in Pastore before the transfer window slams shut. There is the league table to end this video as it currently stands. 21 games have been played between every single team in the league. Manchester United in 6th, but 3 points behind league leaders Chelsea and Liverpool. Anyway guys, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Come on United against Bayern Munich this evening.